So my dad is on a Catholic dating app catfishing men as me. This started because he's like, the reason you're still single is that you're not on Christian dating apps. Like, you need to find a good Christian guy. And I was like, I'm actually good. Like, I'm good. And then we're at this family dinner and he looks up at me and he's like, how tall are you? And I was like, why are you asking me this, Dad? And then like a few minutes later, he's on his phone. He's like, what are your hobbies? And I was like, what is going on over there? And then I see him like snapping photos of me as I'm like mid-bite. He's like, I'm making you a profile on a Catholic dating app. I was like, please don't. So it finally gets to the end and it wants to charge him $16. So I was like, thank God, this operation is shut down. And then the next day at breakfast, I wake up and my dad's like, you have 2 new matches. There's Steven and Tyler that are interested in meeting you. And for some reason, he put all the settings of these men in Ohio, which I live in California. And I was like, Dad, you need to shut this down. And then yesterday I get a text from my mom and she's like, there's 30 more men that are interested in you. John has messaged you twice today. And I was like, Mom, John has messaged Dad twice. Like, Dad.
Okay, I have dated doctors and drug dealers, billionaires, and guys who are broke. And guess what? They're all the same. Trash.
The specific moment that I realized it was over. The entire renovation, I had to take the lead on everything. I just wanted to pick like the tiles and the colors, but no. I had to find the contract. I had to schedule everything. Even the things that I assigned to him, I'd have to nag him. Have you called him? Have you scheduled that? It was exhausting. He had no get up and go. No ability to manage his own time. He needed me to mother him. Do this, do that. But the real moment was when we needed a sign off to knock down a wall. And he was assigned that. I got the contractor to knock down the wall, but he needed to get the sign off from the structural engineer saying that it was not a load bearing wall. So I kept nagging him. Did you do that? No. 2 days later. Did you do that? No. 2 days later. Did you do that? Yeah, I got the sign off. Great, I scheduled the contractor to take down the wall. It wasn't load bearing. The contractor took down the wall. He calls me. The roof is caving in. How was that possible? My fiance lied. He lied about having the sign off. There was no meeting with any structural engineer. He just didn't want to do it, so he lied. It was at that moment that I realized this is not a man. This is a child. I do not want this to be the rest of my life. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe. Only 2% of you guys are subscribed. Thanks again.
All right, big sister here, and here are some dating tips you need to hear to be ready for 2023 because we're getting respect all year. First tip, we are demanding dates. Dates. If he wants your number, he can get it, but if he wants to see you, he needs to take you on a date, okay? No exceptions. In 2023, we will not be stressing about trying to find Mr. Right. We're going to let Mr. Right find us, okay? We're going to enjoy our summer. We're going to enjoy this year and trust the process. We are not answering the phone for any of those fuckboys that are going to call you this year because they see you doing good and you're on your shit and you're minding your business. And you know how guys are. They'll call you when you're doing good. We're not answering this year, okay? We're focusing on us and we're getting into the bag. Not only are we not answering the phone for fuckboys in 2023, but also your exes are fuckboys, okay? We're not answering for them either. I just had to put that in there just in case you didn't realize your ex-boyfriend was a fuckboy. Okay, good. Next tip is we are not changing for anybody in 2023, okay? If he doesn't like you or he doesn't like the things you do, next, okay? We are not living for a man. We are living for ourselves. And for the last tip, I feel we are not taking guys serious who don't want to commit. I don't care. I don't care what happened in his past life, what he's going through, what he has going on right now. When you get done figuring that out, come holla at me. But for right now, I gotta move on because I can't wait for you.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
The issue is these bitches just want too much from a nigga.
Why you feel that way?
I feel like that way because they just want too much from a nigga. Like, goddamn, bitch, I can give a bitch $3,000 next week. 2 weeks later, they're going to be like, you might hit the bitch up and be like, hey, what's up? And then she be like, oh, I'm hungry and my phone off. I just gave you $3,000. What you mean? Your phone off and you hungry.
So you can give her what's like the world, but she's still not enough.
Man, I can get that bitch $3,000 in Lamborghini and woot, and that bitch still gonna be like, my phone off. And if you don't pay the phone bill, you an ain't shit nigga. And she complained about it to her homegirls. Bitch.